Here's a couple of deer at the graveyard. Yeah, another gag reel that had to be added in because I want the video to be 4K rather than 720p. For some weird reason, if I put in a 720p clip, it will be classified as 720p rather than 4K, even though I shot some footage in 4K. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the fourth and hopefully final part of this video that took me a lot of trouble to make. Sit back and relax. Now we're talking. Let's take a trip through the spectacular roller coaster of Calamity Canyon! And trust me, you wouldn't want to take a ride through this roller coaster, as it is pretty fun. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. The controls here are simple. Left and right tilts the roller coaster. Yeah, you hold the Wii remote in a horizontal position, and of course, the two-button ducks, and you also hit the one button to slow down. Yeah, this can get pretty intense, and it's probably by far the best minigame that this game has to offer in a sea of rather crappy minigames. Yeah, you would want to play this game after going through a round of Dead Ringer. Yeah, please don't make a joke about my foot motor again. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And of course, you also tilt the roller coaster to dodge obstacles like a broken track or a boulder that's about to hit you. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Give this one a go, if you have the chance. Whoops, looks like I ran out of tokens, but not to worry. You can always, click on one of the trash cans to get more tokens, or one of the interactive objects. Yeah, so just in case if you're out of tokens and you can't ride any of the rides, that's what you do. Yeah, Calamity Canyon was a pretty expensive ride, costing 10 tokens. Probably the most expensive ride in the game, one of them. Next up is yet another stupid minigame, Horrorland Derby. Yeah, you're gonna see why this minigame is dumb. The idea here is that you use the Wii remote to throw your ball and use the nunchuck to adjust your aim. But this game is entirely luck-based. Yeah, and some obstacles, well, you have to jump over, which makes it even worse. This game wouldn't be so bad except for the fact that you have to jump over certain obstacles, and it's always random chance if you hit the jump button or not. This game is entirely luck-based, and of course, this is actually the best I got. Yeah, don't blame me for sucking, because, well, I did my best. Just can't get this friggin' ball at the jump center. Yeah, it makes me think that the batteries on my Wii remote are dying, but it's just that, well, the Wii remote doesn't actually register sometimes in this game. Yeah, this is really stupid. Although, there is one good thing about this game that I have to bring up. Well, it will be good for gambling because it's entirely luck-based, and of course, you just want to keep going until you win that money. This is good for gambling, although it's not good for me. Yeah, give this game a pass. It's stupid, and of course, you have to throw the ball at the numbers to get your character to move. Yeah, pass. Oh look, if it isn't the Great Gargantuan.
Hey! I thought I told you to take this down!
Sorry, boss.
Yeah, he just put a poster over it because, well, it's a new ride. Yeah, and it would be pretty cool to go in it, but you can't. Next up is
it's Bumper Carnage,
Vehicular
where
Mayhem,
everyone could be
Bumper
your last.
Carnage.
Okay,
This is
kids,
yet another
hold on to
decent
your
minigame, although the controls of the car are rather stiff. It controls like a friggin' big rig or lorry to English-speaking people. Or
This is a lot more violent than
a
regular
huge
bumper cars.
transit bus. Yeah, controls like a really big vehicle. But
Yeah.
it does compensate for it because, well, you shake the Wii remote for a boost. And the goal here is simple.
Yeah.
You
They
basically
really should give us seatbelts.
take out all of your opponents. Carmageddon style. Yeah. And you basically accelerate with the
Hey.
2 button and brake with the 1 button.
Ow.
Yeah, it's pretty simple and straightforward, and it can get intense, although the steering could have been better.
Yeah.
And it also could have helped that if you switched camera views, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got gold on the freaking second try. That's how easy it is. Oh, and if a certain time happens, like if they counts down to 30 seconds, then the lava pit opens, and I won. Yeah, another decent one, but you might want to get used to the controls first. On to the next. Closed due to excessive scalding. Or scalding. I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah, you'd think that this theme park would raise health
Can I get out
warnings.
this
I mean,
way?
jeez. Talk about getting burned to death, like,
Well then, where's the exit?
the health and safety people would probably close this park down. I might want to get, like, a negative review about this theme park on a Google Maps. Because of it raising
What do I do if I run out of
compensation
tokens?
Sometimes you can find more around the park. Look in garbage cans, benches, trees. Be creative.
Alright, so now that we've got enough frights on the fright restriction counter, we're able to enter
Looks like you made the
Vampire
fright restriction.
Village.
No more rides for you.
Yeah, about the fright restriction
Maybe we
counter.
should head back to
Yeah, that's what
Calamity
those
Canyon.
medals are
Are
for.
you kidding?
You actually need
Don't
them
freak
to
out on
enter a certain
Nate, wait up!
rides and certain
This is
attractions.
so fake.
So yeah, it's
It's
not
all
just there,
plastic.
well, just for show and
want
to
your
just to
blood.
impress your friends.
Nate,
Like,
come on.
look, I got gold. It's actually there for a purpose. Of course, all of these games have to have at least one mini golf game, and this is Pet Cemetery. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't like a Wii golf. And, well, I bet you that's a Lori Loud, who herself in the show likes mini golf and golf-related things, and probably hate this game because, well, the controls. Yeah, you have to hold the Wii remote upside down, like a golf club. And, of course, the problem here is that you have to hold the Wii remote in a way that it doesn't register. Yeah, it's not like Wii Golf.
Yeah!
And of course, well, the idea here is to get the lowest score in golf, according to what Lori Loud said, because I know you have to get the lowest score in golf to win, because that's how it works. It's freaking backwards. Yeah, and this definitely applies here. Yeah, I was never able to get bronze. Yeah, the controls, of course, are a bit iffy, and sometimes the Wii remote doesn't register. Yeah, no joke. I was able to max out the disk space on one disk just by trying to freaking get the ball in the hole. Yeah, it might register better if I hold it the right way, but I doubt that it'll register at all. Yeah, it's just another mini golf game. There's nothing really special about it. Pass. I'd rather play like Rugrats mini golf than this one, because at least it's kind of fun. Pass. Not a fan of mini golf. Oh look, this ride I have to bring up because, well, it's an actual ride in the Goosebumps story itself. It's
Hey,
the
there's a little
roller
girl stuck
coaster,
on
and it looks
there.
pretty fun.
You don't
I might
say.
have to try it out.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
You've got to
I
help
couldn't
her.
try it out because I didn't meet
Nah,
the
she's having
flight
the time of her
restriction.
life.
Batting
Next up is
cage. Step
Batting
up to the plate.
Cage. And this is actually another fun game. It's certainly a lot better than that stupid copy and paste mini golf game.
Play ball.
Yeah, the idea here is simple. You swing the
Here
bat,
comes the first bat.
and you try to
Get ready
take out
swing.
bats.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
ah.
batception here. You're using a baseball bat to hit bats. And of course, if a bat goes on, you use the nunchuck to get it
I
off.
have a
You
bad
shake the nunchuck
feeling about
and get the bat off as fast as you can. Yeah.
Get it off me! Get
Not
it
much
off
to
me!
say. It's pretty fun and could get pretty intense. And of course, if you have the time, you can get gold. Alright, on to the next game.
Are you
Last
ready
but not least
for
in
the
this
game you
review
can really
is
see?
Gully Crusher. And this one looks promising. Wait, it has a similar control style. Let's go. Take a look. Wait a sec. It's pretty much the same as Monster Mash, except you're throwing garlic at vampires. Still pretty fun, but it's got the same control scheme and everything except, well, you're throwing at bats, vampires, and there's no creepy clown guy or someone that looks like Stu who's a creepy clown guy that reflects balls back at you. Although it is slightly different as the enemies do actually fly, and this is actually giving me Sega CD vibes. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Corpse Killer, the flying ghost enemies that you need special weapons to take out. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, it definitely does take the definition. You're in for a scare. Not much else to say.
For the game
Let's
you can
move on.
really
Here's something I want to point out. If you press A and move the
How
Wii
did
cursor
the doctor
to
know
the
vampire was sick?
the vampire
He was
phone, you get a
coughing
pun.
too much.
Yeah, that's not even
I wrote that.
nearly as excellent as the Crypt Keeper's puns. And I think that even Luann Loud herself could come up with better puns than that. Yeah, there's not much else to say. And keep in mind, I am limited to how many mini games I can take a look at in this review because, well, I don't want this to go on forever, so let's end it here. Well, that was an interesting game. Goosebumps Horrorland definitely does have an excellent idea going for it. Yes, there's another theme park themed game called Universal Studios on the Game Boy. I mean the GameCube, not the Game Boy Advance. I don't think it was ever released for the Game Boy Advance. It was released for the GameCube. And of course, that was a pretty cool concept that, of course, turned out poorly in execution. But Goosebumps Horrorland is a virtual theme park recreation of a theme park that doesn't actually exist in real life. Although the execution is not that great. Several of the minigames are pretty crappy. Yeah, you have like the the Test Your Strength minigame, also known as Dead Ringer, having to shake the Wii remote like this, like a windmill. Does this look fun to you? Yeah, and of course, the Wiimote won't actually register. Yeah, and of course, well, the mini golf game. Yeah, mini golf is standard, but you have to hold the Wii remote like this. And again, that doesn't register. Yeah, I already said that having the Wii remote in positions like that doesn't register that well. And you would think that the batteries would die. Although some mini games are fun, like, well, Monster Mash, Garlic Crusher, and heck, even the roller coaster game is pretty fun. I am going to give this game a rating of a 5 out of 10. A 5. If it wasn't for a few fun mini games like Monster Mash, Garlic Crusher, which are basically the same, and that roller coaster game, then I would have gotten this game a lower rating, like a 4 or even a 3. But having the inclusion of this game is definitely worth it. The roller coaster minigame is definitely like an immersive experience. And I always like roller coaster games. It also has some a level of interactivity. So it is a pretty cool game. But just like an arcade game or an actual theme park ride, it goes on for a pretty short time after you've like waited a long time in a line. Yeah, Goosebumps Horrorland has like a cool concept going for it, but unfortunately the execution just falls dead on the floor. Get it? 'Cause it's Goosebumps? Yeah. If you want a better Goosebumps game, get a Goosebumps The Game on Steam. Yeah, it's a game that's made by WayForward, the same guys who made Shantae and Contra 4. And it is a pretty cool take on the point-and-click adventure. Yeah, but as for Goosebumps Horrorland, I think that the PS2 version might be better, but the Wii version just falls. I mean, just rolls dead like a zombie. Yeah. I don't recommend this game at all unless if you are a die-hard fan of R.L. Stine's works or even Goosebumps. Which I do like the Goosebumps stories and the TV series and the movies a lot. But yeah, that's about the appeal that this game has. Yeah, and if you want a fun roller coaster game, then I would recommend getting Roller Coaster Tycoon or that roller coaster game on the Dreamcast called Coaster Works. There aren't that many roller coaster games though, so you take your pick. Alright, so yeah, that was pretty fun, Joker. Not gonna lie. Do I get a prize for completing the coaster game? Well, as a matter of fact, da-na-na-na, you do. Go ahead, take it. It's even better than that Goosebumps game that you just played. Go, take it. Thank you so much, Joker. That game does look pretty good. Yes, I want to take the game. Might as well add it to my inventory. Well, there it rests. Alright. I had a pretty fun time in this haunted manor. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for what's coming next. See you around, Jack Nicholson Joker. Meanwhile...
Master, I have failed you yet again.
No worries, Renfield. The evening is still young, so we still got lots of time. With Pajara out of the way, I will become the new ruler of the Dimension of Spookiness.